Hey, this is Wileen Benson, and you are on the Daily Gratitude Call, where we start every day in gratitude. Gratitude is the highest energy state that we can be in. It creates a frequency of positive vibration that attracts positive experiences into our lives.
Hey everybody, this is Wileen Benson, and this is our Daily Gratitude Call. Thank you all for being on live. I'm excited for what we get to learn today in our meditation. I had somebody text me yesterday. There were a few people that were on an email that were everybody that was on the call about, 3 days ago or something. There were some things that were shared, and I made a commitment to do some things to clean out my fridge. And I reported in to those people that I had sent some extra, little epiphanies that I had gotten about that. So those of you who are on the call, you know who you are if you received that email. And I got a follow-up text from one of those people that said the 3 days prior to that epiphany that I had about cleaning out my fridge was led up to it. And I went back and kind of checked those three just to see what she was talking about, and it was totally true. Everything prepared me for that epiphany that I had about cleaning out my fridge. And I just love how these gratitude calls build on each other. If you are here every day, you're going to get that step-by-step training, that step-by-step learning and divine wisdom coming to you, especially, as we're doing the private meditation. In just a moment, we're going to do a 90-second private meditation, and this is your opportunity to receive personal inspiration for yourself. And then we get to share. We get to have this be sort of like a mastermind so that we can share and learn and grow from at an exponential rate from the things that are shared with each other. And I'm just so grateful for those of you who are on live who get up at 7 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever, 9 a.m., whatever time it is at your time, to be on the call. I'm grateful that you give yourself this time, because it's not only really helpful to me, but I know you have the ability to grow at an exponential rate as well. And that step-by-step learning is for me just the most powerful. It's almost like so imperceptibly, it moves in such an imperceptible level that I didn't even really notice that things were being led up to that. And anyway, every week I say this, I think at the end of the week, that this whole week has just led up to something really, really great. So I hope you are feeling that too. I have my daily GPS planner that I'm hopefully going to be picking those up today. Those are available for purchase on my website right now, WileenBenson.com. And I am just super excited about it. I've been working with it for 3 days now. I got a proof from the printer, and so I've been playing with it. And it just has taken out any of the interrupts that I've had switching from tool to tool, with the way that I record things. And I just feel like my learning is coming at just such a more, it's flowing a lot more simply, a lot more easily than it ever has before. So if once, I'm going to be picking those up today, and I encourage you to buy one and check it out and see, see what I mean about just this extra flow that gets to happen. I am not 100% sure what we're going to be focusing on today. I wrote down the words new beginning, wake up, and renewal. There were so many things shared in the rounds of gratitude that we, before we started the recording, starting over, brand new start, new beginnings, like starting a new novel, breakthrough, an epiphany, waking up to find out it was a dream. Watching kids on Christmas morning, to me, that's even, fits, because like they're getting new toys and they're seeing the world through new eyes on Christmas morning. We're seeing them with new eyes on Christmas morning. The peace and calm when we wake up, new languages, new ideas, to learn from. Sunrise, renewal. I mean, there's so many things shared that had to do with renewal, waking up, new beginnings. Those waking up on Christmas morning. I mean, that's even part of it too, waking up. So I'm just going to take 1 second here and just get really clear with what we are going to focus on, just to have something concise. I think waking up is part of it. And I'm going to add waking up to new. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on. Gratitude for waking up to new. And set the timer for 90 seconds. And we're going to just have a private meditation. Just write down whatever inspiration comes to you on gratitude for waking up to new. Begin. All right. A couple of things that I want to share you guys again, get to hear some of my frustrations from yesterday. Just printing out these shipping labels. I'm still shipping my to the ones who had pre-ordered the book. I thought I could just get it all done in a day, but I've had to confirm some addresses and things like that because it's been a while since I got the addresses to begin with, and so it's taken me a lot longer. And last night, my printer had run out of paper, and so there were 5 labels that didn't get printed. So I went back and tried to reprint them, and for some reason the computer wasn't communicating with the printer. And anyway, I spent probably 30 minutes trying to go back and forth and fix things and, get it to work or whatever. And I had a really bad headache. I don't get headaches very often, but I had a really bad headache last night. And so I was just like, I just want to get this done so I can go to bed. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give my computer and my printer a rest, and I'm going to go to bed, give myself a rest. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up fresh, and maybe my printer will be working. And so I did that. I just let it go, went to bed, and got up this morning. And as soon as I turned my computer on, as soon as it booted up, those labels just spit out automatically of my printer. So it was like so easy and simple. And I was making it so hard by just like trying to force it to work. And I had a really interesting dream last night that really kind of anchored in this idea of free and easy, or easy and simple or whatever. I had a dream that I was on this, I don't know what you want to call it, but I was going through a concrete jungle is what I called it. I was climbing up overpasses and army crawling through culverts and garbage and, doing all these kinds of things in my dream. And all of a sudden I looked over to the side of the overpass and there was a stairway. And I was like, well, heck, why am I trying to climb up this vertical wall? I'll just take the stairs. And so I walked over and took the stairs, and the other people that were with me on this concrete jungle adventure were looking at me like, why are you taking the easy way? Why aren't you doing it the hard way? Why aren't you, up to the challenge or whatever? And I was like, and then, the next culvert, I just walked down the center of the culvert instead of like army crawling through the garbage. And it was so nice and easy. And that was the thought that I had when I got up this morning. It's like life is meant to be easy. When Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, the fruits and flowers just grew spontaneously. There were no weeds. That's the way God meant the earth to be. And so it just gave me a totally new idea that, wow, life is supposed to be free and easy. And so I'm just like planting that seed in my heart, and it feels really good right now. And I'm just going to be open to see what I get to learn from this new idea. Who else would like to share?
I'd like to share. This is Felicia. I was also pondering the dream, and suddenly I had this gratitude that the dream was over. Like, I didn't like that dream. It was full of entropy, things were falling apart, and I woke up and I felt oppressed by it. And so in this meditation I got, hey, gratitude. I woke up. It does not have to be like that. And as you say, I can choose that. I can choose life is easy. I can choose whatever I choose. The responsibility is mine to choose, and it's my privilege.
Awesome. Thank you. I have to share one other thing before I open it up for more shares. During this private meditation, I actually crossed out the word to, and I wrote waking up new. And I think I'm actually going to write it that way on the blog because that felt so good. Who else would like to share?
I'll share real quick. What popped up for me was, it took me back to 1992. I remember the slogan, a new you for 92. And then going into 1993, it was a new me for 93. And so I was thinking about creating plenty in 2020.
I love it.
That just popped up for me.
Love it. Thank you. Who else?
I'm grateful I woke up to a new day.
Okay, Mary?
I'm just grateful I woke up to a new day, waking up to a new day, new direction, a new me. Every day I wake up to a new day. Every day I wake up to a new day and a new me. So I can repeat old patterns or work on new ones. I can be conscious, having a plan for new patterns.
I love it. Thank you. Consciously choosing new patterns. Who else wanted to share?
I was just going to share, going along, I think that was Kathy, Stacy Harmer was talking about how we can have 2020 vision in 2020. And I love how recently I've been seeing things in a new way. And I've had these blocks, these blinders on like those horses, that I couldn't see any other options. And people have opened my eyes to a new perspective, and I have, and when the windows of heaven help in that, and the new light that it gives us, and we have the opportunity to approach life in a whole new light, and that we can use our time in a new way by delegating things that are not in my genius, and that I can find ways. It doesn't have to be with cash that I have right now. And that there is always opportunities. It's just that sometimes we need to take off our blinders so that we can see those that are already there.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Blinders can be a nuisance for us so that we only see the one option that's right in front of us. I think blinders can also be really powerful once we know what the best option is and we start moving forward, that we don't get distracted. Sometimes there are so many different options that we get confused and we don't really know what to choose. So there's opposition in all things. There's counterfeit and there's truth. So we can definitely use those to our advantage, or they can they can mess us up too. So thank you. Only doing things that are within your genius. I love that thought too. A couple more shares.
I'd like to share.
Okay.
I'm just thinking in terms of like a newborn baby, sort of like to match the idea of a new year. Also being like reborn, born again, to a new consciousness, a new way of being, and so on. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Those are all really powerful analogies. Newborn baby, being reborn, new year, all bring a lot of really just exciting connotations compared to all of those, with all those words. Thank you. Any last thoughts before we move to our permission process?
Always waking up new, awakening to new. This is Michael. Sometimes we have to be forced into it. I remember a senior gentleman that didn't want to move out of his house, and then they finally got him into a senior community, and he said, "Oh, that was the greatest idea I ever had. This is so wonderful." And we may be stubborn and know this is what I want because this is what I've always had. And when we're put into or offered a new situation, we kind of have to be forced into it to realize that there's something more and something greater. And then we wake up.
Yeah, sometimes we get stuck in our comfort zones, don't we? And just being content with what we already have, which is a good thing, being grateful for what we have. But if we get really stubborn and even if we have new ideas but we're afraid to take action on them, that it's very stifling and doesn't allow us to grow. I love that, waking up to new and sometimes being forced into it by outside forces, or even just the fear of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change. Sometimes that forces us out too. And it's a beautiful place to be, that unknown beyond our comfort zone. Any last thoughts before we move to our permission process? All right, let's go ahead and everybody just take a deep breath. And we all woke up this morning. You're on the call, so I know you woke up this morning. And I invite you to see yourself waking up this morning and seeing yourself as a new person. As this is a brand new day, you learned something new yesterday, so you became a new person. Maybe you had a dream that even gave you some new insight that added to that new person that you are. Your skin cells have some have sloughed off, and new ones have regenerated, so even physically you're becoming more new. And also taking the blinders off and beginning to see beyond what you had been able to see before. So I invite you to right now just go ahead and take one more deep breath and maybe even do a little stretch as if you're just waking up first time this morning, and being open to what do you get to learn in this permission process that we're moving into right now. And the first question I have for you is, what is available to you in this new day that you're just waking up to you? What are the possibilities? Take those blinders off and just look around, all around you, 360 degrees. What are all the possibilities? And just allow the flood of ideas to come in and write down as fast as you can just all these ideas of things that could be today. In the past, you might have been overwhelmed with a whole long list like this, but this is just a list of possibilities. We don't even know what we're going to be doing today at this point. This is just ideas, possibilities, options. It's just the freedom of being able to take those blinders off, just unstopper the flow of ideas, allow those ideas to come as quickly as they can, and just write of what are the possibilities today. And go ahead and look over that list. And there are some in that list that almost look like they have a light shining around them, that these possibilities are really the most fun, the most exciting, the ones that will bring about the most benefit, and not logically, but intuitively, which ones of that list have the most shining hope within them. The most exciting outcome is available there, and not even really knowing why, but wow, this one's really shining out as the most exciting, the one that I'm just super excited to implement and to put into action today. And as you're looking at that one that's really standing out, what is the limiting belief coming up for you about taking action on this one inspired shortcut, this one inspired action step that is going to that carries the most potential for exponential growth and fun? What's the limiting belief? And as you're getting more clear with the limiting belief, there also is a cost attached to that limiting belief. What's the cost? If you know that this one shining thing that is going to be the most fun and exciting and carry the most potential with it, if this limiting belief is going to limit you from taking action on that, what's the cost of having that limiting belief? What would be the outcome? And then if you don't like that cost, if you can see that it would be smarter to let it go and you want to give yourself permission to do that, to let go and give and choose something different, say yes.
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 All right. So what are those new beliefs that are going to take the place of the old limiting belief that will empower you to be able to take action on this one important thing today and will open you up to all the fun and excitement and wonderful outcome that is available? What are your new beliefs? And I invite you right now to look over that list of new beliefs and just really get in touch with that feeling inside, that this shining, this one most important thing, the emotion that stirs within you, that these new beliefs, bring those new beliefs into that feeling of fun and excitement and just anticipation, looking forward to, I don't know what this is going to produce, but it's going to be awesome because look at how shiny and bright it is. So bring those new beliefs in and really allow those new beliefs to add power, energy, light, joy, love, all of those emotions that you might be feeling about the excitement of taking action on this inspired shortcut, and just allow those new beliefs to infuse even more emotion, even more power, almost like you feel like that light brightened up, that it's like a big spotlight on it now instead of just a little glow around it. Allow those new beliefs to just empower you and empower the outcome of whatever this next most important thing is. And in a moment, actually we are getting close to the end of our time, so I think I will open it up if there's maybe one person that would like to share. So if it is you, don't hesitate. When I open it up, just go ahead and share. And for anybody that is needing some extra help with whatever has been shared today, whatever you've experienced today, I would love to have a 15-minute conversation with you. And you can do that by going to AskWylene.com. That takes you right to my calendar, and you can schedule a 15-minute call so we can help you past any obstacle that might stop you from taking action on this most inspired next step. Is there anybody that would like to share something about their experience today?
I'll share. So my thing that stuck out was an unexpected new path being made manifest. And my limiting belief was that it's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 2 new beliefs. I'm still working on some more. So my 2 new beliefs I have so far is I'm grateful God creates wondrous miracles in my life, and I am permeated with enthusiasm about the new path I am receiving.
I love that. Wow, that is such powerful energy going into this. And it totally takes the pressure off of you, doesn't it, to know that God is the one who is the author of all miracles and everything getting finished.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tammy, for sharing that. Thank you all for being on the call today. I would love to have you share on the Breakthrough with Gratitude page, and maybe even find like a picture or a meme or something that really exudes the energy that you're feeling. I'm feeling like super powerful energy from this call today. And so I would love to read about what you experienced today and to be able to share that with everybody else in the Facebook group. So love you guys. Today's Friday. We won't be on Saturday and Sunday. I encourage you to continue doing your daily GPS throughout the weekend. And if it serves you, order that GPS planner, because it will level up the ability for you to stay focused in your daily GPS and just get even more powerful results from it. So thank you all, and we'll talk to you Monday morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for listening, and I encourage you to tune in every day to the Daily Gratitude Call. And the Daily Gratitude Call happens live every weekday morning. We'd love to have you join. So to find out how to join live, go to my website, WyleneBenson.com. Thanks for tuning in.